What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike. His name's EP. His name's Joe. We're not here to give you one. We're not here to give you two. We're here to give you 3 cards you need for your retro PC. I'm going to do something a little bit different this week. I have a hockey card. Not cheating. I am not cheating, but I have this cool little Dominik Hasek card. This is the 94-95 Ultra Hockey. No, it's not a gold medallion. It is the Premier Padman insert card. Yes, it totally looks like a gold medallion. That's what I thought it was. And I'm like, wait a minute, this has a weird numbering on it. So yes, that is an insert card. 1 of 6. I'm going to put this down. I have a beautiful picture right here. And that has Patrick Waugh, has Mike Richter, all the goalies from the time. But it's a really cool set. Probably about a $6 to $10 card. They're $6 plus shipping on eBay, and cheapest on ComC was like $11, which is where this one is going. It's going to ComC because $11, I could beat that price. I don't know the pack odds on this one because they did that. Inserts range from 1 in 3 to 1 in 37 on the pack. I'm guessing this was the 1 in 37 by the value of it. But yeah, that's my card. Not a gold medallion, but a Premier Padman of one of the greatest goalies of all time, Dominik Hasek.
We have talked about our love for Fleer Ultra knows no bounds. Like we love that. We love that from back in the day. Even like the very first sets with the weird gray borders, like just because it was something different at the time. And then they, of course, 92, the smell and everything. So to see I love gold medallions. I have the Tiki Barber, the Frank Gore gold medallion rookie card that I got graded and slabbed. And so to see an insert
in his college uniform. It is true.
It is true.
Just want to clarify. Okay.
That's true. But to see an insert like that, I don't know if I've never seen that card or that set, but I don't remember any other Fleer Ultra sets having that the gold medallion type look. Just and the flash of when you turned it, the flash of the foil too. Just a really cool card. Love it.
And it's a little embossed too.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. The background.
It reminds me of the current gold medallions that Fleer Ultra is doing for like Marvel cards and soon to be DC cards, right? A little embossing, really cool shine. Let's talk about Dominik Hasek. I actually know who he is from that.
Wow.
From that hockey dice game we used to play.
Oh yeah.
The Sabres. I
have the Sabres
power play hockey. Yeah. So I actually know the player too. So I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, you're right, EP. Fleer Ultra is awesome. And did they make gold medallions because of that, or was that just they were like, let's make something that looks like gold medallions? I don't know the timing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's possible because they've done that before.
Yeah.
They've done that before where they kind of make a set, put it in as a subset or an insert in another set, and then they're like, oh, let's blow it out kind of thing. So
because the 95 gold medallions were a lot like this.
Yeah, they're all gold
football
right?
and baseball. Yeah, they were.
I think that's what might have happened. There it is.
Give somebody a call. Find that
Mystery
out.
Mystery solved.
Was it? Didn't our buddy Steve from Rittenhouse, wasn't he with Fleer?
Maybe I'll have to give him we'll have to get him back on the show.
Write
your questions down.
We have to get him back to talk about sports cards and all this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, EP, what do you have?
All right, I have a goat as I do. It is a Barry Sanders 1995 Skybox Pay Dirt insert card. This is the gold card. They came 1 in 4. You don't want to pay the ComC price because the ComC price right now is $25. Again, 1 in 4. They have goldless on. There are only 3 of them listed, and they're like, "Oh, this is super rare." No, you can get it for like $5 on eBay. But it's a really cool insert, really shiny of our boy Barry Sanders.
That card looks awfully familiar. I'm not 100% sure if it was used or not, but maybe it looks familiar because I was going through 4-3 cards last night, and I came across one of those. I don't know.
I hope it hasn't been used. I warned you guys ahead of time.
It's gold, so maybe it's not been used. Maybe the base one was used. Who knows? But yeah, great card. Bailey loves it. She's barking about it. She loves that card. Pay Dirt was was a cool insert. Kind of reminded you of that Prism vibe, right? A
Mhm.
little bit.
Yep.
So yeah, I enjoyed. I have several of those in the old PC.
Yeah, I don't think you did use that one before. I don't
Mm.
remember doing that for a thumbnail, but I've seen a million of those cards, so
Yeah.
yeah, kind of makes you wonder. But
No, they're worth
of course,
$25. They're super rare.
well, they are, yeah,
It's pretty fun
$25. That's true, yeah. EP going from Ken Griffey Jr. to Barry Sanders is like the least surprising thing,
Right.
I think, in all of the hobby. Great card, though. I didn't talk about the card. It's a great card. I love those. They were really great back in the day
Mhm.
because you had Prism, and then all of a sudden, Skybox had
Mhm.
that in
Yeah.
it. Like, wow, look what they're doing too. So that was kind of a copycat move by them, but we didn't care back then. We just loved the
No.
cards.
Yeah, if they look cool, we didn't care.
Exactly. All right, Joe, wrap us up.
All right, EP, you just did a goat. I have a card of quite possibly the worst GM in NFL history. I have the 1991 Pro Line Matt Millen autograph
Oh,
card.
dude. So
The
Wow.
certified autograph card. I've had this in my PC for years. I don't know where I got it. I got to be quite honest. I have no idea why I have this card, but I do. Yeah. By the way, 1991 Pro Line, one of the first like pack pooled autos you could get out of a box. The auto checklist is like 250 cards. It's like ridiculous. It's pretty much the whole set. There's some really, really valuable ones in there. The Ahmad Rashad and Felicia Rashad dual auto is like $1,000. Payne Stewart randomly had autos in this set. So even the Matt Millen, you can pick this up for around $15. So it's a little bit high on our usual price list. But yeah, it's this is the certified one. You can tell by you can't really see it here, but there's a little embossing on the corner, which Skybox then used for their autographs, which was that type of embossing, which was really cool. But yes, don't get one that's hard signed on the front. They got to be on the back. That's how you know it's a Pro Line. But just a really, really cool thing back in the day that a lot of people, take autographs for granted now. I mean, getting 3 or 4 in a box is nothing in some sets. These said they were 1 per box. I saw Dustin open up a couple of years back, and he did not get a single auto, so I don't think they were that plentiful. And then Matt Millen, of course, worst GM in NFL history, bar none. So yeah, they're great offensive lineman, terrible general manager. So there you go. That's my card.
Dude, those cards, like I didn't open a box worth. I opened a couple packs, but I also remember it. The buzz about how difficult it was to get the autographs out of it, and then the uniqueness of the autograph being on the back as well makes it. I mean, such a cool card, cool concept. I think part of it was they had the really super fancy portrait photos in the front.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of didn't want to ruin the portrait photos in the front, so they put them on the back. Which nowadays that's 100% totally weird. But yeah, I love it. Matt Millen. I mean. We're huge NFL draft fans, so his biggest gaffe, in my opinion, one of his biggest gaffes was the draft, like letting his picks expire and stuff. So,
and he took 3 wide receivers in the top 5 in 4 years. He hit on one of them, but holy crap, that man did not know what he was doing. Though, in his credit, I read a quote that he said to the owner of the Lions at the time, "I have no idea what I'm doing," and the owner was like, "No, we still want you to be the GM. You're smart. You'll figure it out." And he's like, "All right." Well, he never figured it out.
All right. I have a lot to say here. First of all, you left out awful announcer too. He was a terrible
announcer. Yeah.
Terrible announcer. But you're saying the worst GM. I'm like, please let it be Matt Millen. And then you show the card, and I'm like, please let it be the autograph. You flip it over. So you made my day so far today. I was so happy about that. On to Pro Line itself. First of all, those packs are like this thick each. They're really cool. That's a pack of cards. But I believe they're the first set that had like a lot of autographs that you could chase in it.
Yeah.
Like I remember back at the time just thinking, wow, this is really cool that you can get autographs. want to talk about the photography because they had some wild out there photographs, but they have like guys fishing and just doing random
Zumba,
stuff.
a lot of Zumba.
Oh, well, yeah, that was the
Yeah.
time. That was the time.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, it definitely captures a moment in time, which we talk about a lot on these shows, that we love that about it. But the autographs being so plentiful was kind of cool, but why the back? Like, it really, you have to wonder who thought, well, I'm assuming you're right, EP. They didn't want to like take away from the photo on the front, but you know, in hindsight, it may have been a better idea to put it on the front.
And autos
It's
were
good thing to
so
have-
new back then. They probably were like, you know, who cares? Just put it
What
somewhere.
do you do?
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no one will
Right.
care, right? We don't know how these work because I went back and watched a Chris Sewell video where he did like the firsts of certain things just to see if these were the first. It was actually the Reggie Jackson in 90, but that was one card. There were 2,500
Yeah.
total of
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
Like this had to be the first mainstream, like, oh my God, you can get multiple autographs in a couple of boxes of cards.
Yeah, thankfully the hobby decided let's put the autos in the front. You know, that became the standard as opposed to the back.
Right.
Well, back in that day, we would have been happy to get an autograph on a like plain piece of paper.
Right. Right.
So,
For sure.
all right. Those were 3 great choices this week because that's what we do. Other than that, we're out of here. See you guys.
See you, boys.
See ya.